14 years of game theory. This channel has been making content for about as long as I've been conscious, and now here it is, coming into a new era with the retirement of MatPat. That guy has been on an absolute journey through his career, and as I watched the last game theory, reflecting on the past and hopeful for the future, the only thing I had on my mind was...
Wait, since when did you guys like game theory?
Like, what the fuck? I remember in high school, all my friends were like, game theory is dumb and lame, and it's wrong all the time, and MatPat is just crazy. Why I hate game theory fell off, MatPat is problematic, game theory debunked 1,000 times over.
There was so much hate thrown at game theory over the past decade and a half, and some of it was even well thought out, and yet here game theory is, as strong as ever. How the hell did game theory survive all that hate?
In order to understand how game theory got through the hate, we first need to understand the hate itself. Who's doing it, where is it coming from, and why? And to start that off, we gotta go back, all the way to about here. Game theory had been doing its thing for a few years now, and it had grown into an established brand on 2016 YouTube, and generally, it was well liked. People would watch the newest theory on the newest game, laugh at 2016 memes, and maybe even learn something. It was a good system. And business was good. Theories got good views. They came out with a new channel called Film Theory. MatPat even got an original YouTube series. Oh yeah, and there was this little indie game series called Five Nights at Freddy's that made for a great couple of theories. You know, the games weren't perfect, but I'm glad the series ended on such a nice, succinct note after 4 games.
Up until this point, game theory was viewed with a certain sense of immunity. Like, people didn't really question any of the theories. After all, it's video game theories. Who cares?
And I feel like that is what most people thought of game theory. That was until... yeah, you know the video. Sans is Ness was the inciting incident, a theory so bad it caused people to discredit game theory's entire history. And honestly, looking back, it's not that bad of a theory. Sure, it's weird as hell, but so are a ton of other theories. A lot of people blame the hate on the Undertale fandom being horrible or butthurt, but Sans' Ness was far from the only game theory in 2016 to receive major backlash. Overwatch vs. TF2, Sans visits the Pope, Phoenix Wright is wrong, another Undertale theory. Man, this guy cannot get a hit with Undertale. The reason why people hated these videos so much at the time was a mixture of 2 things: the limitations of a game theory video and the audience the video brought in. The limitations of a game theory video is that it's not really empirical when it comes to games. It's an educational video series that comes out every week that's like max 20 minutes, and it's a lot more focused on being correct about the education than it is being correct about the game. But that doesn't really become a problem until it's introduced to the wrong audience: gamers. The thing about gamers is that they're fans of the games that they play. They know a lot about it, and they take it pretty seriously. When these people see a game theory of their favorite game, they say, oh boy, content for my favorite game. But sometimes, game theory, trying to create an educational video, gets something wrong about the game, or misrepresents some aspect of it. And when you misrepresent a gamer's game, gamers get mad. Game theory made a lot of enemies in fandoms of games who felt disrespected by individual videos and collectively started to hold game theory in more and more contempt. But beyond just the hate for the infringing videos, people started to look back at game theory's old videos and scrutinize those too. And this is where the real storm started with game theory debunked. People made a lot of those videos, and this did not help game theory's declining reputation. Hate begets hate, and the existing contempt for game theory allowed small issues to become big. Dude, this guy's theories always sucked. He's not even smart. MatPat? I don't know. I used to like him, but now he's just cringe. Hey, how many FNAF videos is this guy gonna make? Hey, look everyone! MatPat's selling out! Oh my god. As you can see, even though the hate mostly comes from game theory, a lot of it got shoved onto MatPat too.
But that's the hate. Game theory makes nonsensical arguments that misrepresent the games that we love so much, and MatPat is cringe and lame. The validity of this hate varies from point to point, but that doesn't matter now. All that matters is that more and more people are participating, and game theory's reputation is going down, down, down.
So how did MatPat beat it? Did he ignore it, fight against it, make a 50-page twit longer? No, none of these. What MatPat did that allowed him to beat the hate was start a live channel. The problem with MatPat's image was that people only ever really saw him through game theories, and game theory sometimes, in design, pisses people off.
By starting a live channel, MatPat could present himself in a more free-form way that distances himself from the less desirable aspects of a game theory. And also...
But wait, you said all these videos started in 2016, but Game Theory's live channel started in 2015. It wasn't in response.
Shut the fuck up! The live channel is only half the battle. The other half is how MatPat presented himself, specifically in response to the hate.
When people called MatPat crazy, instead of refuting it at every chance he got, he became crazy. He made crazy a part of his brand. When people said, this guy's making too many FNAF videos, he stopped making FNAF videos. Just kidding, no he didn't! He doubled down and made a billion more FNAF videos! When people didn't like his theories, he would have a heart-to-heart explaining why he did what he did, and he let people know how he was going to change for the better. And when people said he sold out, he made on-the-couch videos where he would actively discuss industry trends and details. With every single piece of hate, he stood through it and had an active response, joining in on the jokes against him, constantly proving that he worked for the viewer, and when he had genuine, valid criticism levied against him, he took accountability. And I think the live channel was a huge part of all of that. I genuinely think that GT Live was the best thing MatPat ever did for his image. The stuff MatPat put on with it was great at reminding people that, oh yeah, MatPat is like a good and fun person. Charity streams, fan events, clips that still make the rounds to this day.
Do it, watch your calories.
Don't you tell me how many calories I need,
The common theme throughout all of this is that the hate that other YouTubers would shit and piss their pants over, MatPat endured and used. You gotta remember, a lot of these dramas online are smoke and mirrors and people getting mad for like a week. If you can survive the week, you'll probably be fine.
And beyond all the responses to the hate, MatPat was just a good person in general. Something that has become more and more rare as time has gone on with influencers.
You can call MatPat a lot of things, but one thing you can't call him is a coward. He worked through the big scary drama, bettered his image, and admitted when he was wrong. Plus, he was doing consistent good for the people around him and the communities that he was in.
And that's a winning strategy whether you have 20 million subscribers or 2. But hey, that's
just a theory. A game theory.
Film theory.
Food theory.
Style theory.
Man, it is not the same without MatPat in it. Good luck to those other 4. Yeah. And if you're still here and you like my content, make sure to subscribe. It helps me out a lot. Please give me numbers. Give me numbers. I need them.